Right. So, I am on my way home at finally a more godly hour. If you look up, you can see some semblance of sunlight. Some semblance of sunlight. This is the first time that I've had just an 8-hour day instead of like 20 hours. Anyway, moving right along. I have been busy. I have not been keeping up with YouTube or anything online because I've been too busy in the real world, in the desert of the real. I happened to come along. I opened Facebook. No, not Facebook. YouTube. Happened to see P's World about how the sisterhood is dead and it's always been fake. Was the thumbnail. Okay. And so I listened to it on the way home here now. And this whole 4B bullshit came up again. This 4B movement thing. And apparently, it's starting up again because Trump won. Okay. Why? Okay, so it started up after Roe v. Wade went down. It started up in America anyway. This was originally a Korean thing. Okay. Started up when Roe v. Wade went down. And then what happened to it? Why it needs to restart again? Why did it fail that it needs to restart? It can't start up now after Trump won if it already was started and in full effect. Why did it stop? For the same exact reason why it's going to stop this time, and I'll get to that in a little bit later. Let me explain something to you ladies. Now, apparently all this is from TikTok. Maybe I should start a TikTok account. But, I mean, hey, I don't have the time right now. And when I do have the time next year, during the off season, the non-election based season or year, I have traveling to do. I plan on going to Jamaica. Haven't been back home Jamaica since like 98 when my grandfather died, so I got shit to do. Okay, but let me explain something to you ladies and your 4B foolishness and whatever the hell else you want to do to decenter men. Okay, the vast majority of men are not getting sex. The vast majority of men are not getting women, much less pussy. What do you think you're good? How are you going to take away something that somebody isn't even getting in the first place? Who is that going to hurt? I really want to know. Because when it comes down to it, for a lot of you women, sex is all that you can offer dudes. And if you stop offering that, then you really are fucking useless to us. You really are. So, bad enough, like what? Let's just use nice round numbers and just simple understanding. 90% of women are going for 10% of the dudes. But yet you're gonna sit here and say to the bottom 90%, oh well, we're gonna withhold sex. We're gonna stop sleeping with you and stop having your kids and all that shit. The fact that you can even, you know what, this actually should have been another video, and maybe I will, because I've been saying I was going to do it, but the fact that you all can even sit here and make that choice tells me that you all are not getting raped like you all have been saying. Raped and sexually assaulted like you all have been saying, because if you were, you would have been on this thing from the start. It wouldn't have taken Korea in the invention of 4B. It wouldn't have taken Roe v. Wade. It wouldn't have taken Trump. You all would have been on that shit permanently from, I don't know, fucking 1960s or whenever the hell feminism started, as officially started. You all should have been on that from right there. Okay? So the fact that you all can sit here and make the choice to choose not to fuck us rather than, hey, bitch, you can say no if you want to. I am going to be busting this nut balls deep in you and then force feeding you this morning after pill. The fact that you can make a choice to not have sex off some 4B bullshit really makes me wonder how much you women are just getting raped every fucking day, as you all keep saying ad infinitum. But That's something else. I have an entire video on that I will be doing once I have time to do videos. Not in a situation like this where I'm driving home. And this motherfucker, is this bitch brake checking me, man? She needs to get the, okay. Anyway. Next order of business. A lot of the stuff you're saying that you aren't gonna do, pretty much had you started that from the start, you would have been a virgin till marriage. Would have been traditional, conservative, whatever the hell you want to call it. I mean, you can't even say Christian because, if I'm not mistaken, the Jews and sure as all hell the Muslims have this same thing as well, right? And that's just them. God forbid there's some other religions out there that have stuff that would equate to or result in the same thing, which is virgins ad infinitum unless your ass is married. Okay? Certainly no kids. So what are you women threatening? What exactly are you threatening? Now, you want to sit here and say Trump won. Now, ladies, with your 4B and your feminism and all that stuff, now you have to, I want to know how you're going to blame men for this, because you're trying to blame men, okay? You're trying to blame men who, shit. I don't think you women really realize this, but no president happens without most of the female vote. If 100% of men voted for, say, Trump, and 100% of women voted for Kamala, even though it's not a direct democracy where one vote equals one vote, collegiate, super collegiate, whatever the hell else, and you know. Point is, if 100% of women voted for Kamala, she would have been in. She would have been in. So the fact that Trump got in there, man, he bent Kamala over and was long stroking. By the way, those votes were popular vote as well as just the raw numbers. The fuck? That means that some women, some of your very same sisters, voted for that motherfucker. All right? Like, so how are you going to blame men for this? If all women voted for Trump and all men voted for Kamala, she would still lose. I mean, H. Christ. So you ladies, you sisters, what is this man doing? Okay, what the hell? Come on now, Musk. So what the hell are you ladies on about? First of all, Trump getting in is at least 50% women's fault. Okay, he had way too many. He got way too many votes. It wasn't close. It wasn't like, oh my God, it came down to literally one vote, or literally 1,000 votes or some shit. Okay, like. He might as well have been the only person running. It was so far. It was so far of a shutout. Women were at least 50% responsible for that. So, yeah, how exactly are you going to go off on men about that? Okay. Which now leads us to the next order of business. You all need to shut the fuck up. This 4B movement, the only thing that would serve, the only people that benefit from this, in theory and maybe in practice, is lesbians. Okay? Lesbians are the only ones that benefit from this. But the fact that the vast majority of women on planet Earth, much as any one country, are not lesbians, are not bi, are not this, not that, are in fact straight. You women are not used to... I don't even know how to put this. I have no idea how to put this. Y'all just need to stop. First, I mean, again, this 4B shit should not have stopped if you all were serious. It should have started up in the U.S. when your abortion rights got not taken away. It's not banned. It's just gone to the states as opposed to the federal. You know, God forbid the federal government kind of takes the load off itself and in turn lowers its taxes. Shit. All right, makes do with 5%. Anyway, that's something else. Why did this 4B bullshit stop and start up again? Because you women, as much as you want to sit here and say, oh, no men, no men, no men, you all cannot last. You all cannot fucking last. Long before Trump won, look at what you ladies as a whole were doing. Where are all the men? How come men aren't in clubs anymore? How come men aren't at these social events? Where are all the men? Oh my God. And all of that was after 4B, thanks to Roe v. Wade getting shot down. Why were you women complaining and bitching and whining? Where are the men? Where are all the... where are the men? You didn't even say good men anymore. Just where are the men? Shit. Where are the men in the clubs? Where are the men in the bars? Where are the men looking to get married? Where are the men looking to step up and be Grandmaster Cuck? Where are the men? That question would not have been asked in mass like that if this 4B shit from back in Roe v. Wade going down was still in effect. Why did you women stop? And now you're going to threaten us again with the same fucking 4B movement? Again, remembering the vast majority of dudes are not getting ass. The vast majority of dudes gets no bitches. You gets no bitches. You ladies, once again, did not think this out. You really didn't. You really fucking didn't. I mean, that would be like us dudes saying, oh, well, we're going to withhold sex from you ladies. Like, the fuck? I mean, shit. Could you imagine if men go with some version of the 4B movement? And no, none of the red pill, MGTOW, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not it. Because none of those movements or whatever are saying any of that. Not a single one of them says you can't go fuck women. Okay? Not one. Okay? That amongst other things. So no, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, but just with men. No. Okay? And it actually accounts also for the one or two, maybe a few actual good women out there, right? But could you imagine if men were to sit here and say, oh, well, we're going to withhold sex from you women? Like, you see how much that's not that shit. Oh my God, rapes are gonna go down? Oh wow, whatever will I do? Assuming rapes are even up, because again, if there was a gang rape waiting behind every electron in the universe, the way women as a whole and feminists specifically keeps acting as though they are, you bitches wouldn't have a choice with this 4B shit. Like, you all would still be getting fucked, whether you all said yes or no, whether you consented or not. So, you know, just shit. Like, you all did not think this out. So this 4B shit is gonna fail, because if it's one thing, and I was actually gonna make another video about this, if it's one thing I learned about women is that from the amount of women I've been with, as well as just what I've seen versus what women say versus what society says to pander to women, women cannot go a long time without sex. They can't. They really can't. I'll have a separate video for this, getting into detail about this. They really cannot. Take away her ability to mess with herself, take away her toys, take away all forms of penis, real or fake. No roses, no Sabian machines, no dildos, no nothing, and she can't masturbate. I'm not sure about anybody else, but I have seen multiple times of women that just get no sex, and how they, even though they could masturbate, they get no sex, no real actual dick, and they go crazy. You think guys are crazy when they don't get any pussy? The fact that this world is still here, okay, and the vast majority of guys don't get any ass, should tell you something. Amongst other things, should tell you leave the fucking porn alone, because that's kind of the shit that's keeping shit together. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Back before the whole bunch of porn, you had virgins to look forward to. You had virgin type pussy to get married to and look forward to, not 10 kids by 20 different dudes. Not you got a 12-inch dick that's like 3 inches diameter, and yet you're hitting nothing but air when you go in. Like, you know? Porn came in and was enough of a substitute to numb that. The fact that you're not getting any of that anymore. You're not marrying the virgin dude. You all need to leave the porn alone. That's the one thing. Okay? Amongst other things. However, you see how guys get when they don't get sex. I have seen how women get when they don't get sex. This 4B shit will fail, just like it failed the first time, because women want to fuck. Women want to get fucked. Okay? That cervix isn't going to destroy itself. Okay? It's really not. And no, lesbians aren't a good substitute. Shit. Man, the amount of videos that are coming up of lesbians pretty much saying the same things hetero dudes are saying. Off some bitch, man. Yo, don't make me have to take this shit, man. Yo, what the fuck? All this money I'm spending and you can't even give me any fucking, like, you can't even give me any tongue action? Like, what the fuck? Like, Anyway. This 4B shit is hilarious. It's going to fail again, just like it did before. I don't know how well it's going in Korea, but over here they tried it. Yay! And then it failed. They're trying it again. It's going to fail again. Next thing, ladies, you need to go and consult with each other as to why the hell one and all did not toe the fucking line. Why in the hell did so many women vote for Trump? I mean, and the thing that kills me, again, with this whole thing is they were not the only options. I work with the elections. I literally all the votes in Montgomery County, Maryland go through me. Every single vote in Montgomery County, Maryland goes through me to get up to the state and be certified and all that stuff. Me single one. It all zeroes into me. I am the single point of contact, the single point of failure. Me one. Okay, so I'm not asking, I'm telling you with authority. Those two idiots were not the only options. They weren't. You all could have wrote someone in. Write your own damn self in. Could you imagine a million, billion, trillion different votes for one person themselves? You did not have to pick between Kamala or Trump. There's independent, there's Green Party, there is write in. Write yourself in. The one and only time that I have ever voted in this country since becoming a citizen, was 2020, I believe it was. Was it 2020? Was it 2020? I think it was 2020. Or was it? It was either the last presidential or the one before that. One of those. Me not being a birth citizen here, but naturalized, I can't become president. Yeah. I wrote in Malcolm X for president and Martin Luther King for vice president. I literally did do that. I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. I literally wrote that in. Let's see now. The third in line, if the president and vice president go down or something, or whatever the hell it is, House Speaker or whatever. I put in Harriet Tubman. Rosa Parks was one. There was, I think, the chief judge or whatever, or one of the Supreme Court. Something was Huey P. Newton. Something, I don't know if it was military related or guns related or something, but like I literally sat there. Marcus Garvey was one. Sojourner Truth, I wrote her in for another one. Like literally my entire fucking ballot was write-ins. I should have taken a picture of that, but I don't think they actually allowed. They might not have allowed cameras. You could. Anyway, look, I'm not taking any of you bitches seriously. All right, you all had options. You all had fucking options. You all had fucking options, including the option of your own goddamn self. So that's that. I'm almost home, but I'm gonna go try and not crash because these people, I don't know what the fuck these idiots are doing, but anyway. These videos are so out of place because I had like 4 videos that I wanted to upload before this. That, I mean, it really makes no sense the order that they're going to be in, but I guess I'll just have to put a disclaimer at the start of the video. Anyway, later.